Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Oh, I think I may have overeaten. Oh,
Wow.
people must have iron
Rio's
stomachs.
really got a lot going for it.
Made another handsome sum today?
Listen.
In adventuring, as in business, you always... Maybe... If you ever...
The one before you is known as Jade Seeker. One travels far and wide, seeking naught but to wit... Ah.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
The one before you is known as Jade Seeker.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Maybe you... If you ever... comes Shadow. Race you! Don't blink! Hey! Nice and spike! Time to clean up. Speed of pace. Got lucky that time. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Hey! Goba, get them! Eat this! Incoming! Cut to the chase! Speed up! Out of the right! Steady as stone. Nice and spiked. Incoming. Out of the frying pan. Nowhere to hide. Speed of pace. I must leave no stone un... Nice and spicy. Don't blink. Got lucky that time. Steady. Cut to the chase. With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Speed of out of the frying pan. Incoming. Nice and spike. Cut to the chase. It's amazing. This whole island is actually a gift. On a very night, I can't help but feel a little emotional. Of course, it wasn't my gift, but I just feel so moved by it all. When people spend a long time together, they become more important to each other. A good reminder. In fact, many things have become clearer to me now.
I not understand, but feels warm. Like blanket. Soft. Warm. This is mother feeling? Mother is also Lupical. Very good.
Nope.
Speed. Out of the frying pan. Incoming. Got lucky that time. Right idea. Wrong time. I am a disgrace to the knights. I'll scout ahead. More speed. Good grief. Yeah. Speed of light. Beg for mercy. Incoming. Go back. Help! Shudder. Flood of frost. Speed of pain. Beg for mercy. Don't blink. Out of the sight. Cut to the chase. I will not go quietly. Beg for mercy. Nice and spicy. Shudder. What a sorry sight.
rite of parting?
Knights and aristocrats share the same
Something
cultural
terrible happen
heritage.
again?
But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the
Have you heard?
superfluous detail.
Rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Something terrible happen
Have
again?
you heard? The rite of parting.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
The rite of parting? Something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting. Have you heard?
The rite of parting? Something terrible happen again?
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't
Have
take
you
them that
heard?
seriously.
The rite of parting.
More speed.
Lord Barbados, please see to it that Godwin gets home soon and safe.
More speed.
Winery's wines are all unique.
Crush! Boba, get them! I'll be fine. You're toast! Incoming! Don't flip! Incoming! Nowhere to hide. Hey! Gooba, get them! Hey! Speed of Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Nice and spicy! Don't blink! Beg for mercy. Incoming! Shudder! Gooba, get... Speed of... Yeah. You're toast! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink! Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Out of the frying pan. Eye for an eye. Speed of Don't blink! Hey! Cut to the chase! to hide. Don't blink. Gooba, get. Out of the frying pan. Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. What a letdown. Windblade. Don't blink. I will not go quietly. Crush. Vengeance will be mine. More speed. Beg for mercy. I condemn you. Gooba, get them. Shudder. More speed. Out of the frying pan. Crush. Good grief, I'll be back with a vengeance.
Flee at my command, foul demons! Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here, too. We have to step in.
Helps if I mute. How's it going? Welcome to stream.
Speed of light.
Did you say something? Couldn't hear you. Yeah, I have my mic muted. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?
Is your day going well, Paper Cut?
Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power! No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier!
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there! Should we leave them to you, then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one
Only
has
have one account.
expended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
Yes, I have tried the new event. Pretty much
So you were
done
just
everything.
bragging after all. We were
It's quite
right to
a
be
fun event.
suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
Pretty much purchased everything I could. Right here. I think I only have 2 more things, but that's... event will be going in 3 days, so I have time to buy this and the rest of the Mora. But yeah. It's a fun event. I really liked it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, the reason I did that was because a lot of people, they say playing Genshin, but they've put money into their profile, which is nothing wrong with that. Oh, the boss event? Yeah. I've only gotten so far. I completed challenge 1 and I'm currently at that tier, so I haven't even gotten the first chest section yet. Yeah. Don't think I have enough powerful people yet to get those modifiers done.
Oh, it's that Conqueror of Demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these hilly churls.
Ah,
Let's
is
see
that
what a
Shao?
real Adeptus has to say about all this.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you were exercising
I think I hit the
demons.
Geovision up now.
How's that causing trouble?
Yeah.
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean...
Oh, nice. Really nice.
Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So...
I can't wait to get to
that
the
means-
new area. I'm excited. I really like the story of this game.
Xiao?
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your
Try to
tears
get
as a stain upon their
4,500, but
legacy.
yeah, that's not happening. That didn't happen.
I'm sorry.
Inazuma is gonna be fun.
It
Yeah.
matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now! Please?
Well,
Are you going to
Come
pull
on,
for? Yeah.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this...
I currently been saving up my gems. I currently have 3,000. So let's see here. I can almost have 10 pulls. Almost.
I'm all for work-life...
suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
I really hope I can get him. I had 62 wishes saved for him. I'm going to cry if I don't get him. Well, the 62 wishes, you should be fine. Like, I only have 20, so you're definitely ahead of me in that regard. But if I don't get him, there's others that I'm interested in as well.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
How often do I stream? I'm still trying to figure that out. I've been doing Tuesday and Thursdays, but I might expand that. I don't know.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
Evil conquering!
Oh, cool. I get to play him. Precipice effects. As a result of the buildup of divine karma in the area of Zhao will have the Bane of All Evil permanently active. It will constantly lose HP. Additionally, the effects of this divine karma will allow Zhao to regenerate HP when he deals damage to opponents. Ah, give and take. Cool. That's a cool mechanic. Am I supposed to fly over? How long have I been playing? Since release, actually. I took a break. For a bit, so I like those little wisps that people have. Unfortunately I missed that event. Yeah, but pretty much since it was released, I didn't get access to the beta, unfortunately. How about you? How long have you been playing? One more.
Bane of all evil. must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right? I once just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time, too.
Star Snatcher? I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud!
Whoa. He jumps high. Oh.
We'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Maybe if I was after the game release to break from things, I had to take care of IRL stuff. I'm glad I did though. Ah, okay. Yeah, IRL stuff comes first. Oh boy, I think I'm about to die. You whack this guy. I'm supposed to jump with John? Oh. Oh. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Oh wow. That was cool. As you can tell, I probably
Useless.
Oh, that dodge is cool. Let me see here. Perform these spear attacks, consume a certain amount of stamina to perform upward thrust, punching from mid-air strike, ground blow, damage to opponents along pen, dealing AoE. Okay. Lunges forward, dealing animal damage. Key can use mid-air. Can be used in mid-air. Starts with 2 charges. Okay. What made you want to play Genshin? Sorry for asking. No, it's all good. I'm glad that you're actually chatting. I appreciate it. What started me on Genshin? I think I found it on there was a YouTube channel that was doing like a preview and all that, and it just looked cool. And I like the idea of the you have 4 character slots, but then it switches in between each person. And so that was a cool mechanic. I think that was sort of drew me in. But then playing the game and just learning about the story, but the twins, it's like, oh yeah, definitely fun. Greatly increases jumping ability, increases AoE, converts damage into which cannot be read by. Okay.
Worthless.
Yep. Oh, that dash is so cool. Let me get this guy. Now zip. Oh. I like playing games that have good stories to them and all that, so that was a bonus. Plus I come from an MMO background, so it like almost a sort of a no-brainer for me.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes?
Is your first gacha game? Got it.
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing? That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right? But as for the censer and the 7 lamps, probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
I think I might have those in my inventory.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
Yeah, I played other gacha games, but not as extensive. Like, I think the close second would be Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. But again, that one I played free to play as well. Didn't actually invest any money. Most of the mobile games I play, I don't invest money into. Oh, and for some reason the alert did not come, but thank you for that sub. Appreciate it. Stream alerts are not working. How many fire stars? I'll show you in a second. I want to check something real quick. See why my notifications are not working. There we go. Oh yeah. Some reason it didn't show up. Let's take a look. 5 stars. I think it's under characters. No. There we go. Eula, Kaching. Those are the only 2. Yep, those are the only ones I have right now. I mean, do you have? We need to go down south. Oh, not that south. You only have 2 also? Okay. Are you free to play, or do you put some money into it?
Spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
You're at 51 and only have 5 stars? I mean, is that
Well, I'll
not that bad?
Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
We know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward
Budget
for my
player. I bought the
faithfulness,
battle pass
I've been
and
endowed with
Awakened
some
Moon 3 times. So
understanding of
okay.
the Adepti arts.
Yeah, they're
Karen's never heard of that happening before.
AR means
It
venture.
matters
Yep.
not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here,
there was
in any
a,
case.
I think it was Mihoyo's first Genshin, a forum contest where they said just like and comment on this post, and you people get a chance of getting the moon, Wiccan Moon code, and I commented and I got lucky. So that's the only thing I have. I got lucky with that
Nothing
one.
you need
Besides that,
concern
no.
yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
Ooh, this temple will probably have the kinds of sensors and lanterns that Xia wanted us to pick up.
I think I can just leave those eggs.
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine.
You still have it? No. That was pretty much on
7 star lamps, right?
like
The sooner we start, the sooner
first
we'll be
week.
done.
The first week of Genshin releasing, so last September. So yeah, it ran out quite a bit late. We need lanterns and then. Who's your favorite character? I would say main character, close with Kuching.
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now, but let's say bye to the... Huh? Where'd he go? He was right here!
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
It's that guy's voice!
Venti? Nice.
Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you
I didn't get
earlier was
lucky
an
with Venti.
illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering. Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So
I'll answer that question in a
you know
second.
each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions. But by the same token,
Well,
it is hard.
well, I'm
not
at
to be
24, but if I
melancholy on the
add my
anniversary of
62
one's
wishes,
death.
I'll have 84. Okay.
The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two. If only I could taste some by wave.
But I'll probably get a 5-star by then. Yeah. As for pity, to be honest with you, I really don't understand that mechanic. To be honest with you, so I couldn't tell you. And plus, I've been saving up primo gems anyway, so I haven't been wishing for a bit. Yeah, so I don't know how you even figure about the pity system.
Shudder! Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Beg for mercy.
Oh, allow me to explain. So if you wish on the featured banner, you get 5-star that's not on the banner. You're guaranteed to get characters you're wishing for on the other banner. Oh, okay.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual?
Yes, we have.
This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless, almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
Oh, and, he says hi!
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
That seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly.
Alright. On the standard, a bit different. If you get 5-star weapon, you'll more likely get the 5-star character when you get close to Pity with his like 75 to 90, which most people get their 5-star. But their 75th wish are also the same with featured banners. Okay.
If you have no other questions, let us begin.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Think? Let me see here. Isn't there a way to see your history, right? So that's why people try to get through the first pity, because there's a 50-50 chance that you get the character you want on the banner, but if you get the character you want, pity it will. Okay. History. Okay. So my last one was the sucrose, I think. If this helps any. Reset your pity, but if you lose pity, then you'll get the 5-star on the banner guaranteed. Yeah, okay. I think that was the one. You had to go to my last 5-star. Okay, so that doesn't have that history. Okay, so there's a 5-star right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, 26 to 7 to 8, 29, 30 to 1. Am I reading that correctly?
Then we meditate. Ugh. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that fraud. Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
Fire arrows at the glowing area of the statues per the ritual process. Oh, do I need a bow user? Wait, you got Eula on your first pull, so you'll need 44 wishes to reach pity again, but it is a 50-50 chance you get since you pulled the character you want, since you pulled Eula. Okay. So I'm at 31. So I'll need like a 13 more wishes. 13 more wishes before I can get to the 44 wish, right? Is that what you said? 44. So I'm at 31. I need 44. So that is, yeah, 13. Wait, sorry? Yeah, that's right.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
You summoned your spirit from within the guess what? You already did. No, you would need to get a 5-star. So if you added your 31 wish with the 44, you will have 75. Ah, okay. I see.
Dead. Impossible.
So I got a ways to go then.
Lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
So you were saying with these potentially 20, when the banner drops, I won't even have a chance of getting it. Then, okay, good to know.
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
It's not that far, and plus you have lucky if you get Yula on your first pull. I mean, oh, you can't do it.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them? Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! What's happening? Is this really not a dream? Please stop! I surrender! I surrender! No! No, never again. You almost killed me. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, Great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with
You can still go for a 5-star early, it's just a low
Adeptus.
chance of that happening.
Exorcise demons without exterminating them, and display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
You're...
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
Huh. So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Please allow me to swear this oath before the great conqueror of demons. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the Sigil of Permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshu Inn first thing tomorrow and look for him.
Alright. And up north. There's a quest.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false Adeptus who wore a mask? He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy? Who's that?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it! Paimon's curious! Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets.
Since I conquered demons appeared.
Woohoo! The Sigil of Permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go take the Sigil of Permission to Xiao, shall we?
Cool. Alright, what kind of thing do you need? Okay.
Ugh, too salty.
Something seems about. Okay, so we'll just need to do that after we're done with that. Okay.
Let me guess where you're from.
Oh, down here.
Ah, there you are! We got the Sigil of Permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like Xiao.
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
And that completes that. Nice. Oh, we got some primos for that. Nice. Navigate there. Sit by the table. Am I supposed to? Oh, I wonder if Zhao's not supposed to be even there. Yeah, I don't think Zhao's supposed to be there. Me, teleport out and then teleport back in. Or we could do this. You go to the wharf. Look for pudding sprays. How long did you see yourself playing? Today? You mean?
Wait a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
How long do you see? I would say as long as they're churning out content like the events and all that, I would probably be playing it for quite a bit. It seems like it's been well received by the community as a whole, so I would say it's I think it will at least last till September though, because that'll be its 1-year anniversary, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some fun event or whatnot for the players. So yeah.
Could it be true?
See if we can. Zhao's still there. That's weird. Because I think their one of their other games, Hawkeye Impact, is still going on, and a lot of people are playing that. And there's theories that there's going to be a cross event, like one of the characters are actually from the other game, or has appearance of it. So yeah, I think they still have time to do stuff. What did I do that? So I'll do that later. What are your thoughts on that? Oh, up there. Oh, sucrose.
Huh. Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Customers? Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus?
No. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help. Huh? Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book. Over there.
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Hey! Aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
Research.
Research?
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying? Still, you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all.
There's that name again, Albedo! Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
worrying. We got this. Sucrose.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Ah, Rosario.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain, or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where, and you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
What game did you play before you started playing Genshin? Played quite a bit of games. If you look at my channel, I have playlists of different games I played. But that's just a small amount of games I play. I pretty much play games on all sorts of games depending on what I feel like. So
if it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
oh, there's a chest here? Huh.
Don't worry. Snowfall on this scale is no impediment. We can keep moving.
I thought I got this chest.
Incoming!
got careless.
Nice.
Don't blink!
Want a taste of my hammer?
No one escapes my sight!
Oh, I have the wrong group on.
Nowhere to hide. Ha. Nice and spicy. Incoming. Hey! Don't blink.
I got careless. I got careless.
That doesn't warm me up.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is I'm not a criminal in your example?
Cut to the chase. Crush.
Oh.
Boba, get them!
Hey! Shudder. Beg for mercy. Speed up. Crush. Freeze to the core. Shudder. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Beg for mercy. Yeah.
Out of the frying pan!
Incoming. Shudder. Don't blink.
This isn't good.
I'll need these.
More speed.
Where the footsteps?
Nice and spicy! It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Did he go up right? No, he went straight. Alright.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churls? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first! You're toast!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat. There's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Oh.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound? Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Oh. Hello. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, there's another one? Oh, there is one. Nice. Oh.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey! How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
No.
Gooba, get them! Incoming! Hey! With sword comes shadow. Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Don't blink, huh? Gooba, get them! Speed of fast! Cut to the chase! Hey! Nice and speed of light!
More?
Race you! Don't blink! With sword comes shadow.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Here, should do for catalyst purposes.
Beg for mercy. At the frying pan. Don't blink.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish.
Nice. And
what luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Alright. Use. I'm on fire.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance, and it certainly speeds things up. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyro-regisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit! Mr. Albedo, say something!
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Don't need to do that.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get?
We need X. There we go. Now we need to.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Sunshine spread. Butter, salt. Okay. We'll be back.
The sun is out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
Salt. And butter. But we could just get milk.
Worry. Snowfall on this scale is no impediment. We can keep moving.
Butter. That's 4 minutes. Okay, we'll need butter. So while we wait, can we do? Oh, there's a.
Shudder! Bubba, get them!
Give me a
mercy. Speed of...
Let's end this quickly.
Incoming. Speed of light. Hey! Shudder. Out of the frying pan. Don't blink.
Let's end this quickly.
Boba, get... Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Rack and ruin.
This is bad.
Don't blink. Nice and spike.
I guess this is it.
Got some good stuff on that.
More speed. More speed.
We got 1 minute left. Okay.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results. An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight! This must be electrohypostasis powder! The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it!
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sorta count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
More speed. More speed.
Oh, there's another one? Nice.
You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Time to scout.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
More speed.
imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test. I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventurer, I see. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Alrighty.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
No, that one's not.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
There we go. Oh. Nice.
Boba, get them! Incoming! Hey! Ha! Ha! Yeah. Cut to the chase! Nice and spicy!
What a letdown. Get them! Beg for mercy. Incoming.
Out of the frying pan! Don't look good!
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Let's not deal with that.
This is Paimon's job! Nice and spicy! Don't blink! Speed of pace! Out of the frying pan! Don't blink! Nice and spicy! Speed of... Hey! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Crush. Incoming. Out of the frying pan.
Seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
Oh, these runes.
What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Teyvat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again? Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling her how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
No.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's... The sun is out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
Nice and spicy.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah.
Booba, get them!
Hmm.
Race you!
Yeah. That was close. Oh. Okay, so
Life is
don't want to
short, so
talk to him
drink,
yet.
and be merry.
That's another one gone.
See if I can. Oh, there's a chest here. Nice. Hmm. How do I?
Life is short, so eat, drink, and be merry.
Hmm. Hmm.
Wait, did I leave my apron outside to dry?
There we go. Oh, that spins. That's cool.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views. We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No, no, no. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue. And the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora? I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
All right.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait, this is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find. This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the Overlord of the Vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
More space. Crush!
Hey! Out of the frying pan! Don't blink!
Incoming! Cut to the chase! Beg for mercy! Vengeance will be mine!
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
shadow.
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydro-mimic monsters... I have a contract, and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them, and recover the relic.
Crush! Shudder!
Oh.
Beg for mercy.
Nice and spicy. Windblade. Out of the frying pan.
Freeze to the core.
Be gone.
Shudder.
Hey, nice and spicy.
Yeah. Beg for mercy. More speed. Crush. Shudder.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
More speed. Crush.
Booba, get.
More speed.
Out of the frying pan,
Incoming.
It's just a stone slab. But its design is quite unique.
call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. This stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Salterai next.
Alright, well, I'm going to stop the stream there. So if anyone's still watching, thank you. And have a good rest of your day.